Hello, my lovely magical beings. So, this is a general reading for all of my lovely zodiac signs of what is working against us here in the month of August. Okay, now this is not to freak anybody out. This is kind of to point out our like blind spots or our weak spots, okay, and what areas of our lives that we can really pay close attention to in the month of August, okay? So this could talk about like our blockages or certain like bad habits that we have developed that's kind of like stunning our growth in this month, okay? So I don't want this to freak anybody out, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. We're gonna start first with my lovely air signs, okay? We're going to start with Gemini, okay? I'm gonna keep up with these timestamps, okay? Let's do a minute and five. Okay, so my lovely Geminis, what is working against you here in the month of August? Okay, what are your blind spots and your weaknesses? Okay, what is working against Gemini in the month of August? Okay, we have here the ooh, okay, we have here the Star card. Okay, we also have the Three of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna see what else we have here, Gemini. For some of you, I would say your expectations. Okay, it's like you have an idea of what you would like to manifest in your life. But I will say, Gemini, to make sure that you're kind of keeping an open mind, okay? Because what's meant for you, it actually could be there. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups in reverse, okay? So, um, Gemini, it's kind of like you have really good blessings. You have partnerships around you and people who love you or opportunities that are really good for you. But for some of you, you may kind of have kind of like looking out for like the next best thing. Like you could have good opportunities in front of you or like good candidates, but it's almost as if you may kind of be like reaching for perfectionism, okay? Like if a job offer was to come to you here in the month of August, it's almost as if you kind of have to be mindful that you are like not so much as being bougie, because I actually like when people are bougie, but making sure that you're not taking things for granted or like idealizing, like making sure that you are kind of like accepting things as they are and being grateful for what's being presented to you, okay? And finding a way to be more accepting and making sure that your perfectionism is not getting in the way, okay? Because I see that you could actually have really nice opportunities around you or people who want connections with you, but you may kind of be like overlooking these things and these people in hopes of that something better or perfect will come around, okay? So that's what I see working against you here in the month of August, Gemini. Kind of like perfectionism, okay? So yeah, that's all that I have for you, Gemini. Let me know how this resonates with you, okay? So we're gonna move on to my lovely Aquariuses, okay? We're at 410, okay? So, for my lovely Aquariuses, okay? Let me get these cards up and going, okay? What is working against my lovely Aquariuses in the month of August? What's blocking their blessings, okay? What's working against my lovely Aquariuses in the month of August? What are their blockages? Okay? What are their weak spots, their blind spots? Okay? What's working against my lovely Aquariuses in the month of August? Okay? I just got in my mind thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Okay, we have here the Devil card. Okay, for some of you guys, this could be overthinking, over analyzing. Okay, or addiction. Okay, so we have here the Knight of Swords. We have the Page of Swords. Okay, for some of you, Aquarius, here in the month of August, a lot of you could be like overworking, overextending yourself, okay? And also with the law of attraction, I always tell people whatever we chase is going to run, Aquarius, okay? So if you're wondering like why you have this brilliant idea or this dream and it just seems like the more you work, it's like you're working hard for it, but it kind of seems like you're not getting anywhere, Aquarius. It's kind of because there may be too much energy that you are implementing into trying to make this come alive, okay? And it's kind of like whenever we overdo it or exert too much energy, we don't give the universe space to co-create with us. We don't give the universe a chance to actually bless us with our blessings whenever we like try to chase it, okay? So, Aquarius, I would just say to really make sure that you're kind of staying like level headed about your goals and dreams and that you are making sure that you're co-creating with the universe, okay? And what I mean by that is doing your part and allowing the universe to handle the rest for you and kind of meet you halfway, okay? But I do see some of you guys overextending yourself, okay? And kind of like rushing some type of process, okay? Or stressing yourself about it, like feeling like it's not happening fast enough, okay? Some of you could be like losing sleep over this, okay? So I would just really say, Aquarius, to make sure you're taking your time and not overextending yourself, okay? Because the more that you chase after something, okay, it seems like the further it gets away, okay? So we have to get to like this place of being peaceful and grounded and allowing the universe to help us co-create whatever reality we're aiming for, okay? So that's what I see working against you guys, kind of like your energy of wanting to rush things or hurry up and like get it done. Also, I will say like if you're working on a project, Aquarius, you really want to make sure you're taking your time with it because when we rush things, we tend to like leave certain details out. Okay, so if you want this relationship to turn out well or this connection, whatever the case is, I would really just say take time getting to know this person, take time with the process and really enjoy the process and not get too caught up on the outcome. Okay, so yeah, that's all that I have for you, Aquarius. Okay, we are now moving on to my lovely Libras. Okay, we are at 18. Hold on. Okay, let's do 18. Okay, so what is working against my lovely Libras? Okay, what is working against my lovely Libras in the month of August? What are our weak spots? What are our blind spots? And what do we need to work on here in the month of August? Okay, what are our blockages? What's in the way? Okay, all right. What's working against my lovely Libras in the month of August? What's in the way? Okay, all right. I just had it in my mind something about cold feet. Okay, making sure that whatever we say that we want, making sure that we're actually prepared for it and don't get cold feet when it arrives. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. I don't have any cards out yet. Okay, we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, what's working against my lovely Libras? Okay, so Empress in reverse, the Three of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Libras. In the month of August, it looks like what's working against us is kind of expecting people to be as supportive as we are. Okay, Because with the Three of Pentacles, this speaks of like teamwork, working together. But we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and also the Empress. And I actually did a reading for us last night or the night before, and it mentioned us basically like being standoffish in regards to something that we would like to work out, but we didn't want to like put our energy into it. So I would also say, Libra gang, pretty much the same thing. If we want something to work here, we have to be willing to invest time, energy, and effort into it, regardless of if we feel like it will work or not. Okay. So, and for some of my other Libras, what's working against you in the month of August, it could be trying to nourish friendships or relationships or connections with people who may not put in enough energy as you, okay? Or trying to like breathe life into situations that um, have kind of run its course, okay? Yeah, some of the Seven of Pentacles is like not nurturing. There's something like basically like a growth being stunted. Okay, so Libra gang, if you feel like you have outgrown something or somebody, okay, or a group of people, it's kind of like allowing those outdated friendships or connections to kind of come to an end. Okay. But if we're wanting a support system, if we're wanting something to work out, Libra gang, we have to nurture it. We have to breathe life into it. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. Because I'm seeing that we're wanting this Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, things of that nature. But, you know, we have to be open towards that and we have to actually put in the effort for it to be like that. Okay. So yeah, Libra gang, that's what I have for you guys of what could possibly working against you here in the month of August. It just pretty much looks like it's like whatever we want. It's like our actions are not really showing it, which would actually cause us to miss out on certain things if we don't correct that behavior of not investing enough time or energy and effort into what it is we want to come alive. Okay, so basically, like I said in the beginning, like wanting to have something, but like getting cold feet when it gets there, like being fearful. So we have to really just keep ourselves in check. Okay, and whatever we want, we have to make sure we're working towards it and not withholding and being fearful. Okay, so that's all that I have for my lovely Libras. Okay, let me know how it resonates with you guys. Okay, in any type of way. Thanks for watching. Okay, now we are moving on to my lovely fire signs. Okay, so we are at what time? 13. Okay, let's do 13:10. Okay, so what is working against my lovely Leos, okay, in the month of August? What are their blind spots? What are their weaknesses? What parts of themselves do they really have to watch out for, okay, and work on, okay? What is working against my lovely Leos in the month of August? What are their blind spots? What are their weak spots? Okay. What is working against my lovely Leos in the month of August? Okay. Okay, y'all just taking quite a little minute. Okay, we have the temperance. Okay. For some of you, you're being caught in the month of August, so make sure you're really checking your temper here. Okay, we have the temperance card. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles and we have the Chariot. Okay, so just like Aquarius, Leos, when it comes to us wanting to manifest something, we have to make sure we're not rushing it. We have to make sure that we're not trying to control the process. Okay, this is a month for you guys to really make sure that you are pretty much like staying in the receiving energy and allowing the universe to actually help you co-create. Aquarius, they actually have that same message. You could be connecting with an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart. Okay. But overall, it looks like what's working against you in the month of August, my lovely Leos, is the fact that you may actually be rushing something, okay? Or growing impatient with the universe, with spirit, with God, Buddha, Allah, Yahweh, whoever y'all believe, okay? And, it's like the universe can tell when we're rushing it. The universe can tell when we're growing impatient. The universe can tell when we have an attitude. And I actually remember doing a reading for Sagittarius like this a really long time ago. Their video was called Your Attitude Will Determine How Long This Will Take. If y'all have to check that video out. Okay. But yeah, Leos, the universe knows when we are not patient. It knows whenever we're growing irritated and annoyed, okay? So it does look like you do have a promising um new beginning, a new start, a new foundation in life. Okay, but it's like you have to be in the proper energy for this to happen, Leo. Okay, so if you're rushing it, especially if you haven't like fully healed or if you haven't fully closed out a certain cycle. For some of you Leos, what's working against you, you could actually be holding on to a grudge because we do have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is like my apology card. So you guys could be like rushing on to like a new relationship or something without having like proper closure from somebody or not like fully forgiving another person, okay? So I would just say, Leos, to make sure that you are taking your time with manifesting this new beginning for yourself, whether it's on the job or a relationship or whatever the case is. And yeah, just really take your time with this process, okay? New beginnings, they are worth the wait, okay? So I would just hate for you guys to mess up something very beautiful because you're rushing it, okay? So yeah, that's all that I have for you, Leos, of what could be working against you here in the month of August. It's just all about our attitudes, okay, and what we do in the period of waiting, okay? So it's like the time that you're waiting for this to happen, it's like asking yourself, like, how can I prepare myself for this new beginning, okay? So yeah, that's all that I have for you, Leos. Okay, let me know how this resonates with you guys. Okay, we're now moving on to my lovely Sagittariuses. Okay, let's see. Okay, what time is it? 17:43. Let's see, 45. Okay, 17:45. All right. So, what is working against my lovely Sagittariuses in the month of August? Okay. What are my lovely Sagittarius' weak spots? What is it that they have to work on? What are their blind spots? Okay. What is working against my lovely Sagittarius in the month of August? Okay. I'm going to shuffle one more time, okay? One more time. All right. So, what's working against my lovely Sagittarius? Ooh. All right. So, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We also have the King of Swords. Okay. What else is? Ooh. Okay. Okay. We have the Justice. Okay. So Sagittarius, what's working against you guys here in the month of August? It actually looks like for some of you guys, you're waiting for a change of events. You're looking for justice to be served. You're waiting for basically things in your life to change, or you're waiting for some of you, it's almost as if you're waiting for things to start looking up. Okay, and honestly, a lot of you, you could be in your head and like visualizing like future success or visualizing like future justice being served. And it's almost as if it's kind of distracting you from the present moment. You could be like visualizing like a whole new life and kind of not really being grateful for like where you are right now. And I will say with that Sagittarius, it's good for us to have ideas of how we would like for our life to go and for us to have visions and dreams, but we have to be grateful for where we are right now. It's like the universe, God, Buddha, Allah, Yahweh, whatever we believe in, we can't be blessed with our next step until we actually become grateful for what we have and who we are and where we are in life right now. Okay, so let's say, for instance, Sagittarius, if you have a car right now that, you know, it may not be the best, but it does get you back and forth where you want to go. But let's say you have in mind that you want like a Tesla or something very expensive. You know you deserve that. You know you want that, and that's your goal to get it. But for some of you, it's almost as if you're so focused on manifesting the new that you may kind of neglect or take for granted what you have right now. Okay, so that's something to really watch out for, Sagittarius, in the month of August. Okay, because once again, the universe, it can seriously steal our energy, and if we're not grateful for what little we have right now, it's like the universe is like, I'm not gonna bless you with anything else. Like, why should I bless you with more if you're not grateful for what you have right now or where you are right now? Okay, so, Sagittarius, in this month of August, practicing gratitude will really help you guys to manifest this new beginning and this justice. Okay, but I will say, to really focus on your present a whole lot more. Okay, some of you could really be focusing on the future a whole lot more than you are in the present, and that could be kind of throwing you off track a little bit and kind of delaying your future success and justice and things of that nature. For us to move to the next stage, we have to be grateful for where we are right now, okay? So that's all that I have for you, Sagittarius, of what could possibly be working against you here in the month of August, okay? It just really looks like you guys are more focused on the future and kind of neglecting your present a little bit, okay? Especially if you guys have like children and things of that nature. You could be so focused on like your business blooming or work that you may kind of be overlooking the more important things, okay? So that's something to really watch out for here in this month of August, Sagittarius, okay? So let me know how that resonates with you guys in any type of way, okay? We are now moving on to my lovely Aries, okay? Let me get these timestamps. 22:47. All right, so to my lovely Aries, okay? What is working against my lovely Aries in the month of August? Okay, what are my lovely Aries' weak spots? What are their blind spots? Okay, what's holding them back? Okay, what's working against my lovely Aries in the month of August? Okay, what's working against my lovely Aries in the month of August? Okay, what are their blockages? What's holding them back? Okay, so that came out like really fast for you guys, okay? We have the Four of Cups. We also have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Okay, so what's working against you, Aries, in the month of August? For a lot of you guys, it's almost as if you are aware of the toxic environment that you're in, and you know that you want better, you know that you deserve better, but you may not really be open to anything else. Okay? Let's say, for instance, if you're in a relationship that, you may fight a lot, it could be very abusive, you could like not be seeing eye to eye. It's almost as if like you are aware of the problems in your relationship and your marriage, and you may be aware that it's time for you to walk away, but for some of you, you're not really open to the new. It's almost as if for some of you, you have grown comfortable and you want to stay where you are despite how complicated it is, or despite how conflicting it is, okay? For some of you also, Aries, for some of you, you could be aware of some type of solution, to where like you don't have to walk away, but it's like you could be aware of a problem in your relationship or friendship or family dynamic. And for some of you, it's almost as if you're just not open to that solution, or you're not willing to like apologize or accept somebody else's apology, and that could be like what's causing a delay in your relationship or marriage, okay, the family dynamic, okay. Something about you guys not being open to either something new or an apology, okay. But it's like you're wanting to get out of this conflicting energy. You're aware that you want to move forward and come out of this energy of negativity, of stagnancy, things of that nature. But for some of you, it's like you're not open to change, or you're not open to apologies. It's kind of like your stubbornness is kind of getting in the way, Aries. Okay, you could for some of you, you may like not be talking to someone right now, but it's like you want it to work out, but you don't want to hear from them. It's kind of like two different energies going on here. It's like you want better, you want reconciliation, you want things to work out, but you're not really open to people's like apologies for some of you. Okay, so yeah, just take it as it resonates, Aries, okay? But that's all that I see for you guys in the month of August of what could possibly be working against you. It actually looks like you not being open to something is causing some type of blockage here. But you're aware that you need to be open, or you're aware that what you're going through right now is not working, but you're just kind of closed off to solutions or apologies or new beginnings there, okay? So it's kind of like, Aries, if you want this to work out, if you want this new beginning, or you want things to work out, it's like you have to be open or find a way to be more accepting of the new or apologies around you, okay? So yeah, that's all that I have for you, Aries, okay? Let me know how it resonates with you, okay? So we are now moving on to my lovely water signs. Okay, we're gonna start out with my lovely Cancers first. Okay, get a timestamp 27:45. Let's do 47. Okay, 27:47. All right. So to my lovely Crabby crew, what is working against you guys in the month of August? Okay, what's working against my lovely crabby crew in the month of August? What are their blockages? What's in the way? What's holding them back? Okay, what's working against my lovely crabby crew in the month of August? Okay, all right. So we have here the Hangman in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the Emperor in reverse, okay? So, Capricorn, as a blockage in the month of August, I think for a lot of you guys, it's like a lack of balance. For some of you, you could be kind of in the energy of doing instead of planning. You could like be making like impulsive decisions. Okay. With this Hermit in reverse, this actually speaks of loneliness, not wanting to sit by yourself or to yourself. Okay. So some of you could be being really busy either with your friends or with your family, or spending excessive amount of time with your lover or on your job, to the point to where you could be overlooking how you feel. Okay, so I do see that being a blockage or what's working against you guys. Kind of not wanting to sit to yourself, not wanting to face some type of truth, or some type of like hurtful feelings. Okay, for some of you guys, you could have like repressed type of emotions that you really feel uncomfortable with. So it's like instead of dealing with that, you may find that you're overly investing yourself in your relationships, your marriage, your home, your job, or your career, okay? So what I see working against you guys here in the month of August is pretty much you guys not really wanting to kind of like face yourself, okay? Now, this could mean many things. It could be guilt, shame, sadness, sorrow, grief, anger, embarrassment, okay? But it's something that you guys are trying to stay busy so that you don't see or so that you don't have to deal with, okay? And honestly, this could, like, if it's not you guys overlooking something about yourself, it could be that you guys are like, ignoring something in your life that needs to like be taken care of. Like for instance, if you have like a car and you have like a flat tire, for some of you guys, you could be like overly focusing on other things so that you don't have to focus on spending money to get your tire fixed or something like that. Okay, it's something about you guys trying to distract yourselves, okay, from taking care of something that's really important and that needs to be taken care of, okay? Now, I will say, Crabby Crew, um, it seems really cool for us to distract ourselves from the bigger problems, but the longer we distract ourselves, those problems they actually grow. Okay, so if you're needing to get your tire fixed, but you're not doing anything about it because you don't want to come out of pocket for that, so you're just focusing on other things, it could actually get worse. Okay, and I don't want y'all driving around with a boot on. Okay, so Crabby Crew, if there's anything that you need to take care of in the month of August, I would say to go ahead and nip it in the bud. Try not to push it off, okay? Or if this is your mental health or something that is affecting you emotionally, I will say try your best to address that so that it doesn't drag over into your work life or your work performance or your career or in your relationships or family dynamics, okay? Because if we're not okay mentally or emotionally and we don't deal with it, it tends to rub off in our connections with other people. It tends to disturb our work performance, okay? So I don't want you guys to have to suffer later on from something that you can actually deal with right now head on, okay? Even if this is a problem with another person, okay? If there's something about you guys wanting to overlook something or wanting to distract yourself from dealing with something, okay? So that's all that I have for you, Crabby Crew. Only take those messages as they resonate, okay? So we are now moving on to my lovely Pisces, okay? Ooh, hold on, y'all. I got to drink some water. All right. Hopefully y'all didn't hear me swallow. If y'all did, just know it's okay. Okay, 33, 11. All right. So, to my lovely Pisces, okay, what is working against my lovely Pisces in the month of August? What are their weak spots? What are their blind spots? What do they have to be aware of? What do they have to work on here in the month of August? Okay? What's working against my lovely Pisces in the month of August? What do they need to look out for? Okay? Ooh. Okay? What's working against my lovely Pisces? What do they have to be on the lookout for? Okay? There we go. Alright, so we have this World card. Let me pull this down. Okay? And we also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Judgment card. Okay? So, Pisces, what I see working against you guys here in the month of August, a lot of you, it's almost as if there's a decision that you have to make on if you want to continue to entertain something that is not pouring into you as much as you're pouring into it. And I actually just got done doing a reading for you guys, and it actually was about this in particular. Y'all's reading was called Your Cup Overfloweth, Honey. Okay. Um, But the energy that I picked up on you guys in your reading was that you may find that you are pouring so much of yourself into your job, your passion, relationships, whatever the case is, and you may not feel like you are getting what you deserve back in return. Okay, so I'm seeing that you guys are needing to make some type of decision about if you're going to kind of stay in this energy, okay, of feeling unappreciated, unloved, unseen, unheard, dealing with unreciprocated love, or if you're going to move forward, okay? But I'm seeing here that this new beginning is kind of being postponed a little bit until you guys make a decision, okay? So yeah, that's what I see working against you, Pisces. You know, you have this fresh new beginning. You have other options. You have like careers out there that will pay you more. You have people out there who will love you accordingly how you love them. You have that out there, Pisces, but it will be up to you if you are willing to close out a certain cycle and chapter so that you can bring in this new chapter. Okay, and what I mentioned in you guys' reading, which was called Your Cup Overfloweth, honey. Um, with Pisces, and I know this to be true because my moon sign is actually in Pisces, we tend to go very deep. Our love tends to be very intense, very in depth, you know. And something that I've realized, especially being an empath, is that we can't expect people to love as strong as we do and as intense as we do. You know, some people just don't hold that capacity as we do. So it's kind of like instead of kicking these people to the curb, you know, is there a way that we can find a way to pour our love into something else, whether it's a passion or a hobby, you know? So it's almost as if Pisces, you're kind of stuck in this weird energy of like feeling unappreciated. And it's like you would have to decide on what you're going to do about that to get out of this energy of feeling unappreciated, unseen, unloved, unheard. Are you going to just invest your energy into other things? Or are you going to have to close out these connections or this career path or job completely and just start fresh? Okay, so I'm saying that you guys are kind of having to make a hard decision here, but until you make that decision, you're going to be feeling very uncomfortable, okay? And yeah, it'll be up to you if you're going to just find like outlets, something else to put your energy into, or if you need to just walk away from this relationship or these friendships, you know, or this job, okay? But yeah, that's all that I have for you, Pisces, in the month of August of what could be working against you guys. It just really looks like overall there's a decision that you have to make, okay, some type of judgment call about if you want to stay on a job or in connections that seem not to pour into you as much as you pour into them. You know, are you going to get rid of these things or these people, or are you just going to find other sources of entertainment or other things to put your energy into, whether it's passions, hobbies, or volunteering, okay? So you have a big decision to make here about what you're going to do to get out of this energy of feeling unappreciated, unseen, unloved, you know, unloved and things like that, okay? So, yeah, that's all that I have for you, Pisces, or what possibly could be working against you. Really just looks like a decision that you have to make, okay? What you will decide to do to get out of this energy, okay? Of feeling, you know, unseen, okay? So, now we're on Scorpio. This is 3915. All right, so to my lovely Scorpios, okay, what is working against my lovely Scorpios, okay? What is Scorpio's weak spots? What are their blind spots, okay? What do they have to watch out for in the month of August, okay? What is Scorpio's, okay, oh, Okay, that one fell on the floor. I'm gonna actually have to get down there and get that. Okay, what's working against my lovely Scorpios? Okay, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And we also have the Hangman. Okay, so Scorpio, what's working against you here in the month of August? A lot of you guys, you could honestly be sitting around waiting for people to receive their karma, waiting for people to apologize, or waiting for people to pay their karmic debt. For some of you, people actually owe you, and you're waiting for them to kind of like pay you forward. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just really getting the energy that maybe someone or some like a group of people, you may feel like they mistreated you, and it's almost as if you're like waiting for them to, I guess, like go through what you went through, waiting for them to come forward and tell you how wrong they are, you know. And honestly, Scorpio, that could be holding you back from enjoying a really peaceful life. Okay. Now, because it's like in this process of waiting, it's almost as if you have two different options here, Scorpio. You can either wait for these people to get their karma, or wait for you to get this closure, or wait for, you know, things to rule in your favor, or you can find a way to obtain that peace and satisfaction by yourself while you're waiting. It's almost as if I'm talking to a Scorpio who you may be waiting for closure, okay, whether it's from family, friends, or some like a group of people or someone who did you wrong. You could be waiting for closure. But here's the thing, Scorpio, you're kind of holding yourself back by waiting on that, because what if these people don't apologize? What if you don't get that closure that you're looking for? Or what if these people or this person's karma takes longer than usual? Are you going to put your life on pause for that whole process? Okay, so for a lot of you, it's almost as if you're putting your life on pause to see things play out, you know. And it's kind of like that's a little unfair to you, Scorpio, because you deserve to live life. You deserve to be happy right now, not when they apologize, not whenever their karma is served, not whenever they come forth on their knees crying and tell you how wrong they are, you know, and how sad they are for how they did you. You deserve to be happy right now, Scorpio, but it's like you're postponing your happiness, you know, waiting for this closure or waiting for things to turn in your favor. It's kind of like, why not be happy right now? Okay, so that's what I see working against you, Scorpios, here in the month of August. Kind of waiting for people to get their karma back, or waiting for them to apologize to you before you're actually moving forward with your life. It's almost as if, like, yeah, I'm gonna move forward, you know, but before I do, I'm waiting to, you know, get an apology, or I'm waiting to hear about how my ex is getting their karma. Like, a lot of you guys are seriously holding yourselves back from a very happy relationship, a happy new chapter, because of your mind still being on the past person and how they did you. And it's like basically holding yourself back, waiting for something else to come back around. Okay, but Scorpios, it'll be up to you if you cut yourself free from this situation by yourself, instead of waiting for it to cut you free so that you can move on, okay? So that's all that I have for you, Scorpios, here in the month of August, of what could be working against you, okay? So only take that as it resonates, of course, okay? So we are now moving on to my lovely earth signs, okay? So what is it? 4429. Let's do 4432. Okay. So, to my lovely Tauruses, okay, what is working against my lovely Tauruses? Okay. Gotta flip those cards back over. Okay. In the month of August, what is working against my lovely Tauruses? What are their blockages? What's holding them back? What is stunting their growth? What is in the way? What's holding my lovely Tauruses back in the month of August? What are their blind spots? Okay. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the King of Swords. Okay. What's holding my lovely Tauruses back? Okay. And we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. So, Tauruses, what could possibly be holding you back in the month of August? Okay. For a lot of you guys, it's like you want better, you want change, you want to manifest a new reality for yourself, you want better, but with this Emperor card right here, it's almost just like you're ready to take action, you're ready to put forth the effort, you're ready for change, like you're really pumped up and you're ready, you're visualizing this very beautiful new beginning, but with this Four of Cups right here, it's almost as if you guys are in some type of way not really open to this. Okay? For some of you guys, especially to my lovely Tauruses, when it comes to like the way that y'all set goals, I honestly say like when it comes to tunnel vision and setting goals, I put y'all on like the highest like I would put like my last money on y'all when it comes to sticking to a goal and staying headstrong and having tunnel vision. But it looks like in the month of August, Taurus was working against you. You guys could be like focusing so heavily on a particular goal or particular outcome that you may actually be kind of blind to the other opportunities around you. Okay, so what I mean by that, let's say for instance, Taurus, if you guys have in mind that you want to be a doctor, okay, so you're dreaming about it, you have like your vision board, you're taking action, you're taking the classes, and the whole time you could be overlooking the simple fact that maybe you have like a spiritual gift. Maybe you're a healer, or maybe you're really good with like chakra cleansing and things of that nature. It's almost as if Taurus in the month of August, you guys are so heavily in your tunnel vision and like hounding down on a particular idea or a way of how you want things to play out that you are kind of overlooking the many other possibilities around you. Okay? So I will say, Taurus, in the month of August, to really make sure that you guys are keeping an open mind. It's okay for us to have an idea of what we want, and where we want to be. But a lot of times, something I've noticed is that the universe, spirit, God, Allah, Buddha, Yahweh, whatever we all believe in, they have a much greater plan in place. But sometimes we get so carried away by how we think things should go, what we want, what we like, that we kind of step on the universe's toes a little bit, and we start to kind of lead a life based off of ego, how we think things should go. But the whole time, it's like spirit is trying to hand us other opportunities that could be more aligned with us, that's more a part of like God's will. But sometimes we get so carried away with our plans. And I'm gonna share something really funny with you guys. I don't know if y'all are gonna laugh or not, but I'm gonna share it anyway. It was this guy. I forgot exactly what it came off of, but I think he was a spiritual leader. And he told the people that he was talking to, he was like, there was this guy who was, I think, about to mentor him or something. And the joke was, if you ever want to make God laugh, tell him you have a plan. you know. So it's like Taurus, what's working against you in the month of August is y'all's plan. You guys, you could have like a concrete plan, a concrete idea of what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it, when you're gonna do it, and it's like the whole time God is like, but I have something better over here, you know? So I would just say, Taurus, to really make sure you guys are keeping an open mind, okay? Because I trust y'all 100% to come up with very brilliant and concrete and sound ideas, but we have to humble ourselves enough to know that we only know so much, you know, and that ultimately, whatever life path is truly meant for us, only God knows that, okay? So I will say it's hard to really make sure that you guys are staying open minded and continuing to allow God to order your steps, okay? Because if not, you guys could actually miss out on something that is very much more aligned with you, okay? And I would hate for that to happen, okay? So that's all that I see for you, Taurus, okay, of what could possibly be working against you here in the month of August. Okay, let me know how it resonates with you in any type of way. Okay, so now we are moving on to my lovely Virgos. We are at 5116. All right, so to my lovely Virgos, what is working against my lovely Virgos in the month of August? Okay, what's working against my lovely Virgos here in the month of August? Okay, what are their blind spots? What are their weaknesses? What do they have to watch out for? What is holding them back? Okay, what's working against my lovely Virgos in the month of August? Okay, what's working against my lovely Virgos in the month of August? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and we also have the Six of Cups. So, Virgo, a lot of you guys, what's working against you here in the month of August is your pride, okay, or your ego. A lot of you guys, you may have had a fallout with somebody, or you could like not be talking to them, but you miss them very much. But it's almost as if you're kind of not wanting to express that. It's like your anger could be holding you back. For some of you, you could be holding a grudge, okay? But I'm just really getting the energy that you guys are missing somebody or missing a job, but you're not really saying it. You're not really taking action towards it. And honestly, Virgo, whenever we do that, it's like okay, for instance, Virgo, if you had a fallout with somebody who you're in a relationship with, you really miss them and you want this to work, if you're not reaching out to them, if you're not saying how you feel, if you're not letting it be known that you still want this, that person could have in their mind that you don't want to be with them, Virgo, and they could actually deal with somebody else. Okay, so Virgo, I will say in this month of August, you will really have to put your pride to the side, and not allow your emotions to get in the way. Okay, if you miss this person, if you have a long history with them and you would like to build upon that, if you want to be with this person, okay, or if this is about a friend, okay, maybe you had a fallout with your friend and y'all are angry with each other and you're just like, I'm not gonna call them. They call me a B. I don't want to talk to them anymore. It's like Virgo, you never know when it will be the last time you talk to somebody. So what I see working against you, Virgo, in the month of August is your emotions, your pride, and your ego. Okay, or if it's a job that you got away from, or maybe you were fired or something like that, and it's like you want to go back, you're reminiscing, you miss the good old days. Virgo, if you want to go back to that job, it's nothing for you to go back to your boss, supervisor, or manager and let them know, like, hey, I missed my job. Is there any way that I can get this back? Okay, because Virgo, if you're not careful, you could very well lose this job permanently. Okay, or this friendship, relationship, if you don't reach out at all, if you don't speak your truth, if you don't, hash this out with this person, you could actually end up causing long term damage. Okay, and I would really hate that for you guys. So, Virgo, if you miss somebody, if you love somebody, let them know. Don't let your anger get in the way. Don't let your pride hold you back. Like, "Oh, I don't want to be the first one to call them. They hung up on me." Stuff like that. Virgo, okay? It's like you would have to seriously come out of this energy. If you want it, you have to go for it. You have to put in that effort, regardless of how you feel. Okay, because once again, if this is, about a relationship or marriage, if you're angry with your spouse, but you want this to work, and you're not talking to them, you're ignoring them, that lets them, that makes them feel like you don't care. It makes them feel like you're giving up on them. Okay, and I know you don't want your person to feel like that, Virgo. So for a lot of you, you will really have to, put your pride aside and your emotions and let it be known how you truly feel. Okay, because something that I learned about anger is that it's not really an emotion. It's not a primary emotion. It's a secondary emotion, meaning that it's a cover up for how we truly feel. Deep down inside, Virgo, somebody may have hurt your feelings. And it's like you're trying to make up for that through your anger. Okay, but if you express yourself to this person and let them know, like, hey, you hurt my feelings by doing this, or when you said this, you know, that would allow that person to understand you instead of you shutting them out, and that would allow them to apologize and make sure that they don't do that again, and I'm working on that myself because I have a habit of shutting down whenever I'm upset, but I have to learn to vocalize how I feel more and be more verbal because I care about the people around me. And if we care about the people around us, Virgo, we have to communicate even when we are upset so that we can reach a solution and get back to happy energy, okay? So that's all that I have for you, Virgo, in the month of August of what could be working against you guys, okay? It just really looks like your pride, ego, and your emotions, particularly anger, is what's causing you to hold back from something or somebody. But I will say, Virgo, to be careful with that so that you don't lose this person or this job permanently, okay? Try not to make decisions off of how you feel, okay? Especially if you're angry with somebody, okay? So, last but not least, we're working on, I almost said Crabby Crew, but Capricorn, what are we at? 57, 50. All right, so to my lovely Capricorns, okay? What is working against my lovely Capricorns in the month of August? What are their blockages? What is holding them back? What is in the way? What's working against my lovely Capricorn here in the month of August? Okay? All right. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay? What's working against my lovely Capricorns here in the month of August? What are their blockages? What's holding them back? What's in the way? Okay? We have the Five of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Page of Swords. Okay, so Capricorn, the message that I just gave Virgo, okay, if you are wanting to hold on to this job, this relationship, this connection, this marriage, whatever the case is, if you don't want to lose it, Capricorn, you have to let that be known. You have to show that you're open to it, okay? Because with this Page of Swords in reverse, it's letting me know you guys could be withholding information. You could be withholding how you feel, withholding your thoughts, and giving off the impression that you really don't care, or giving off the impression that you don't want this job or this promotion or this relationship. Just kind of giving off the energy that you really are unbothered, unfazed, and that you've moved on. But deep down inside, you know that you don't want to move on. You know that you don't want to lose this job or this relationship, whether it's with your family or with somebody that, you know, you're married to or in a relationship with. Okay? And yeah, y'all's message is pretty much just like Virgos. If you want it to last, if you want it to work out, if you want this job, this promotion, you have to let that be known, Capricorn, regardless of how you feel. For some of you guys, it's almost as if you don't want to seem desperate. You don't want to fully express how bad you want something. You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to like express how much you need this job or how much you want this person. It's like you don't want to let it be known just how like in love you are, or you know. But also Libra's rating was pretty much the same too. But it's kind of like when we do that, it kind of pushes away what we truly want. You know, imagine if you were dating somebody who they didn't want to seem too desperate, so they were just extremely cold and distant towards you. Like that doesn't work. All that does is like it's like a turn off. Like why are you acting like this towards me? You say you love me, you say you want me, so why are you being cold towards me? You know? So Capricorn, if it's something you don't want to lose, you might want to hang on. Okay? You might want to show that you appreciate that person. You might want to show them that you love them and let you know before it's too late. Okay? I could be talking to a male, okay, because it's a Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay? Most men they don't like to be all lovey dovey and stuff like that. But I will say men, if y'all are acting like y'all don't care, if you're acting like you could care less if she leave or not, women don't like to feel as if you don't care. Actually, if you ask most women who got a divorce or cheated, 9 times out of 10 they'll tell you, I felt unloved. He wasn't giving me enough attention, you know, or he was distant, you know. So if you want this to work, if you want this relationship, if you want this marriage, you're going to have to show that, you know. And I gave Libra the same talk, and I'm a Libra myself, you know. In our reading, it was about us penny pinching, you know, like barely putting in energy because we didn't know how things were going to play out. But here's the thing, if we want it to play out well, we have to at least put in enough energy to show that we want it to play out well. We have to let people know that we are interested. Otherwise, you know, how can we expect a happy ending if we're showing people that we don't care, that we don't want it, when really we truly do? You know, I'm talking to a Capricorn who you have a fear of losing something or somebody, but you're giving off the impression that you could care less. Okay, so this could be like ego based. Okay, maybe you don't like to show that, and I understand it fully. But once again, if you're dating somebody, or even if this is your supervisor, if you're telling your supervisor that you could care less about this promotion, there's somebody out there who is willing to show that they do care. Okay, so the only thing I see working against you, Capricorn, here in the month of August is your demeanor. Okay, your demeanor could be telling people you're uninterested, you know, but deep down you have a fear of losing things and people. Okay, so if you don't want to lose it, Capricorn, you might want to get it right, get it tight. Okay, okay, but I understand your mentality. I see where you're coming from. Okay, but once again, if you don't want to lose this job, promotion, this person, you might want to show that you care, Capricorn. Okay, but that's all that I have for you guys. I pray that you guys enjoyed this, and I pray that it was accurate enough for you and gave you guys an idea of what to look out for, and so that you can have an idea of what's working against you. Okay, so you'll know what to like work on and things of that nature. Okay, so yeah, I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Once again, I pray that this was a really big help to you guys here in the month of August. So yeah, that's all that I have. I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Until next time, ta-da!